Okay, welcome back to the show. It is December 19, and we will check out which movies are coming out tomorrow and see if they're going to pop or flop. Here are the movies. Avatar Fire and Ash, wide release, 20th Century Studios. David, wide release, Intro Studios. The Housemaid, wide release from Lionsgate. And then the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants, Paramount Pictures. Interesting. And then a couple of limited releases. Cover Up from Netflix. This is the thing that's going to change with Netflix is like, movies that they have get some theatrical action, I guess, like a month or two. And then the new merger thing is going to affect that. They're going to have like specific ones, I guess, go there, whatever. I don't know how that's going to work, but that's going to change everything. Yeah, so, and then also IMAX of Avatar Fire and Ash. So I haven't seen the trailers for any of these yet. So based off of this, Avatar, I'm going to say $200 million opening day, right? What, I guess, something like that. 100 plus for sure. And by Monday, 200, 300. And I think it should have enough power to take out Zootopia 2 and put it in second place. And if Avatar lives up to it and is actually amazing, then it'll hold it for the rest of the month and then January, most likely. Until there's no other real movies are coming out. I don't think Anaconda. These are all going to be second place movies. Definitely under Zootopia 2 probably, and Wicked. Even though Wicked's not performing well. These are the rest that's coming out in January. We're almost done. It's not much. Anaconda from Sony, and then Marty Supreme. That movie doesn't have to perform well because they're very efficient with their money and production. And Song Sung Blue. These seem like weak films that have absolutely no chance to go up against Avatar. The SpongeBob movie, I don't know how that's going to do. And if it's a Christmas movie or not. So, Avatar, Fire and Ash, they should do Avatar, like, you know how some movies, like the Penguins, they do like a little side movie or whatever? They should do that with Avatar. Avatar, Christmas time. And it's like, spend the holidays with the Na'vi or something. And, join Sully and Natiri as they celebrate Christmas. And then they all sing Christmas songs or sing along with the Na'vi as they celebrate Christmas on Pandora. It's like, what? And they've dressed up the big tree, the one tree or home tree, whatever it's called. Okay, now I'm going to check out these films. Okay, here is the Avatar Fire and Ash film, PG-13, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Wow. That's intense. What was the last one? Avatar The Way of Water. I haven't even seen Avatar 2 yet. I saw the first one years ago. I haven't seen Avatar 2 yet. So I'm going to watch that today or tomorrow. And then I'll see the new one. 3 hours and 12 minutes was the last one. Wow. What about the first one? We got to check the first one out. I think it was 2 hours and 40 minutes or something. I don't even know where it is. And that movie, wow. $350 million budget for the Way of Water film. And it grossed $2 billion. Wow. That's crazy. Soon AI is going to be able to do it like that for like $20. That is bizarre. That's really weird. But soon, someday it's going to be that fast. $350 million budget. Okay, let's go back and we'll check out the rest of this. James Cameron, 3 writers. Cool, 7.5 so far. Uh-oh. This should be a little higher. I wonder what the last one was. Let's see what the budget is, if there is one. I say 300 million probably. 400? Oh my God. They're like, James, hey, we got another 50 million. And then he's like, wait, what? Oh, 400 million now. Wow. Cool. All right. Wow, 3 hours and then they. Oh no, he said, "Hey, can you add like a couple more minutes to this one?" Like maybe, and they said, "Hey, we can give you $50 million more." It's like, all right, that's funny. Wow, 400 million. Holy! Do you think by Monday it's gonna make that back? You think by Monday it's gonna make 400 million? I bet. Yeah, most likely. No, that's a little cocky, but possible. I say $100 to $200 million opening day, if not by Monday. And then by Monday, I don't know. Do you think it's going to hit 300 million? That would be hilarious. All right, and here is the trailer.
This is the only pure thing in this world. The fire came from the mountain, burned our forest. My people cried for help. But Eva did not come.
This world goes much deeper than you imagine.
Protect your sister. Yes, sir. Stay under cover. What does that always say?
Sully stick together.
No, the other one.
Sully never quits.
That's right. Sully's never quit.
How do you still live?
What if every human being on Earth could live here without a mask? Then the Na'vi people will be gone.
Whoa.
You want to spread your fire across the world. You need me.
We must fight! I call upon the warrior mother. I'll kill you! I swear!
Okay, well, my initial first things are just like, that's kind of a weird trailer, but really cool. You know, I guess it technically shows off everything. 14 million views. Taking cameras and a whole camera container that plan to make this happen is amazing. That's funny. All right, well, that's interesting. I feel like the other thing I'm thinking, it looks good, everything looks very entertaining. Definitely for the theaters, for sure. Or any, you know, at-home theater, anything like that. Not headphones, not TV speakers, not your phone speakers. Or maybe an iPad and good headphones, but, you know, I don't know. That's up to you. But, and then, yeah, so it looks good, everything. My other thoughts are so it looks like they're making up more, like lore alongside the story, and then is it being made up currently, or is this like actually like have been planned out like years ago? Like, you know, James Cameron said, well, at some point Cordage will become an avatar or a Na'vi, whatever, you know, and then he's gonna be now implemented into Pandora in some way, and eventually there's gonna be he said that he's like there's gonna be in the third or the fourth film, it's gonna be about fire or something. You know, he probably had a loose idea, right? But if this is literally like they're saying, hey, people like this from the second one, expand on this. And they said, okay, here's the finished script. Okay, now we're gonna develop the rest of it and what it looks like, you know? And then finally they got to this. So that's my other thought. It's like, you know, because sometimes it's like, I don't know. If it's just being made up, it's like, then, I don't know. Maybe it's not a big deal, but it just seems, you know, kind of like that. I don't know. The plot is Drake and Neytiri's family grapples with grief after, I thought it said Netanyahu. Netanyam's death, encouraging a new aggressive Na'vi tribe, the Ash people, who are led by the fiery Varang. So was that her, that lady? I think that's her. As the conflict on Pandora escalates and a new moral focus emerges. Interesting. See, like, is that just like made up, or is that naturally where the story was going? So let's see. Anyways, we're going to read some reviews. Here's some first reviews for this film. 66 reviews so far. Oh, wow. These are 5 out of 10. Huh. 5 out of 10. Sometimes I really hate having such a good memory that I can't stop dwelling on all the plot holes. Okay, read it. 5 out of 10 stars. 5 stars for the visuals that are amazing. And that's it. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. Avatar's assembly line, not for cars, but for movies. Much like Jurassic Park, the formula is add some new monster, always tell the same story, transplant the myth of the noble savage and Native Americans to a planet in some distant solar system, and serve it up with ice, fire, water, or whatever you want. It's like a safari to a zoo of robotic animals. The visuals are extraordinary, but then everything feels very empty and repetitive. Animated Superman or Batman movies have more realism and genuine drama than this adventure where the characters are either good or very bad. Very good or very bad. And the same story is told. The only risky decision Cameron has made has been inventing this tribe of evil Na'vi, but what happens in this film is of little interest except to confirm that they have the latest in special effects. See, it's also that, yes, movies are to sell products. This is basically a commercial, and I don't know, it's weird how to explain like what a movie is, because it's like you watch it and you're like, this is a commercial? Oh. I mean, like some movies aren't obviously, but you know, like I don't think there's like a like Clint Eastwood movies. They don't have like a Clint Eastwood action figure set or something, right? Or like whatever character, you know, but some of these are like Superman, you know, it's to sell Superman toys, I guess, which is weird. I don't want to believe that, but I guess that is technically the reason. So, but this is like, also, this is to show how good James Cameron is at filmmaking. He's developed all the camera rigs, you know, what's his name? Rodriguez keeps, always tells stories about that Cameron, this guy, James, would be like, hey, we're gonna take, or Rodriguez would be like, hey, we're gonna go film with these cameras, whatever. And then James Cameron would be like, hey, I'm gonna film too, but I'm gonna take them apart and figure out a new way to film with them. Something like that. Pretty cool. And then he even explains it in a video that was just posted, today, I guess. And he explains how he has been developing the cameras, like the eyes of a human. And he came up with this thing where there's a piece of glass, whatever, and the angles thing, whatever. And the way he talks about it is that he's basically almost, you could say invented it, like, but, you know, we definitely invented something new. Or, like, I say invented, for sure. So, it's basically, it is that. It is to show off James Cameron and companies filming techniques and advancements in these, the technology, really. But I don't know if this is the Disney formula, though. And if for the general audience, that's what sells, Like, I don't know. The general audience doesn't need a deep twist or something, or I don't know. You know what I mean? They just need, they figured out what you want, and then have kind of zeroed, like focus on that, at a cost. It's kind of weird. 8 out of 10 stars, slightly better than Way of Water. Way of the Water? Spoilers. 6 out of 10 is beautiful, but that's it. I'm going to be honest. How can a franchise make $5 billion USD plus more than the last 8 Marvel movies combined, and yet not make an impact in the film industry besides looking good? I doubt that Cameron has so many things to tell that he needs 2 more whole new movies for it, because the movie's over 3 hours ago. See? There you go. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're going to make up a story for 4 and 5, which come out in 2 years or whatever. And it's like even right now, Avengers and Secret Wars and Doomsday, it's like, do we care? We're going to see it, yeah. But it's just like, wow, take a break. Even with this, it's like, what? Maybe it's also that too. James Cameron is at an age where you got to kind of plan what you're going to do specifically. And if he is either under contract or really does love Avatar, he has to do 2 more. Whether it be under contract or not, he's going to do 2 more. I don't know what else he's going to do. We'll look at what else he's going to make. Maybe he's going to make Terminator 7 or 8 or whatever number they're on. It says it's basically the same plot as Way of Water. No scratch that. It's Avatar 2's plot that wasn't told in 2, but rather was told in 3 instead. What? That's so weird. Avatar 1 to 3 is probably going to be an $8 billion franchise by the time its theatrical run concludes, but a franchise that makes $8 billion does not offer more than a wow, this is beautiful. When you think of a strong male character, you think of T-800, Luke Skywalker, or even Mad Max, and not Jake Sully? Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe. It depends. I don't think the same situation. When you think of a strong female character, you think of Sarah Connor, Ahsoka, or Furiosa, and not Neytiri? That's what I mean, that despite its success, Avatar does not have the depth, the world, nor offer any more than the first movie didn't. Sure, I would recommend you watch this in theater, in IMAX, and one of the few movies that deserve the 3D as well, but once you get out of the theater, there's no reason to watch this again. See, that's the big thing too. This movie needs to be seen on a big screen in surround sound, and most people don't have an at-home movie theater. They just don't have that, and that's a big thing too. Like, you can watch a lot of Netflix stuff that's contained and it's focused on the story, and you watch a season of it, watch another season, and you don't have to worry about having a good sound system for that. You're just like, what's he going to do next week? Who was it? Who's the bad guy? Who did it? Who didn't? You find out. That's what you want. But this is, like a party almost, or, like an event. Hey, you want to go see this movie that should be seen in the theater only. This continues saying, when a movie is only good for theaters and can't be rewatched on its own, you know that you did something wrong. We are talking about Cameron, who's probably the second best director after Nolan, who revolutionized movies. We can thank him, probably all the known franchises. Then why didn't he has any idea for a world as colorful as Avatar? I feel by the time Avatar 5 airs, people are gonna have enough of this franchise, because I don't physically imagine someone finishing this and go, wow, I can't wait for Avatar 4. Oh, well, guess what? They're gonna do it anyways, and you're gonna give your money to them. So, yeah, well, this is weird. 9 out of 10, take my pennies for the 4th movie. There you go. Literally right after this guy says that, being sarcastic, right? The guy after says literally that. Are these real or fake and planned out? Roblox World posted that one. And then Nelly's Sogianto 91. Do you think those are real people? This is hilarious. 10 out of 10, Pandora at its most powerful. 7 out of 10, A Beautiful World. 8 out of 10, Mr. Speaker, we are for the big. Some weird structuring. 8 out of 10, finally a bit of action. 4 out of 10, Spider, and more Spider. Oh, the kid, yeah. See, I'm not familiar with the characters. I didn't see the second one. 7 out of 10, Avatar 3, In Search of More Money. Wow, there you go. Okay, 4 out of 10, repetitive. Okay, I'm not going to read any more. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say besides that. Yeah, I don't know. That's so weird. But I don't know. It's this, I say $200 million opening day, and then, what's it called? And then, I don't know. They $300 million. You think it's going to make back its budget by Monday? I say definitely in a week or two, it'll make its $300 million back. The next movie is David, PG, 1 hour, 55 minutes. A giant musical event. Oh, it's a musical this Christmas. So this is a religious movie. Wow, that looks really pretty. We'll watch out in a second. Computer animation, adventure, animation, drama, family, musical, okay? The plot is, I'll read both. From his mother's songs to his clash with Goliath, David's journey from humble shepherd to anointed king tests the limits of faith, courage, and love, culminating in a battle for the soul of a kingdom. Interesting. And it says, from the songs of his mother's heart to the whispers of a faithful God, David's story begins in quiet devotion. When the giant Goliath rises to terrorize a nation, a young shepherd, armed with only a sling, a few stones, and unshakable faith, steps forward. Pursued by power and driven by purpose, his journey tests the limit of loyalty, love, and courage, culminating in a battle not just for a crown, but for the soul of a kingdom. I like how that's basically the first one with like more words added, basically. That's interesting. All right. Well, so did that sound religious? Some of it. Did it say Jesus anywhere? No. Okay. So 7 out of 10 stars so far. Phil Cunningham and Brent Dawes, who wrote it and helped directed it. And then Brandon Ingman, Phil Wickman, Asim Chaudhry. Let's check them out really quick. Brandon Ingman, Young David. Phil Wickman, David. What? This guy couldn't talk with a higher pitch? This is really, two actors for, come on. Asim Chaudhry, King Akish. Okay. Oh, I see. I don't know how to say it. Achish? Ashley, oh, come on. Ashley Bocher, Teen Zeruiya. I don't know. Who else? No hidden people. Well, mostly unknowns. Okay, here's the director really quick. Phil Cunningham. Let's see what else he's done. Jungle Beat the movie. Monkey and Trunk. Oh, it's like kid stuff. Oh, Jungle Beat. Oh, okay, so he's a part of that. David. This is like a big. Yeah, he took this one. Oh, Young David. Oh. So then this must be good if he knew what like mistakes he made during this show. You know? Yeah, 7.3, 7.8, you know? If he's like, hey, I know some stuff I learned that didn't work in the show, and I'm going to develop this story for the movie, and it's going to be really good. So that, maybe like, I mean, I would do that. Like, if this is based off of that, then either it's connected, or it's like what El Camino was to Breaking Bad. So, Young David. Ah, there you go. It's more of the story. Nice. Interesting. So they decided to make it a movie. Maybe he didn't have enough for the rest of a series. Maybe he said, hey, let's do a Young thing, kind of get stuff set up. Then we're going to do a feature movie about him grown up. So maybe this is the real story and this is the prequel even. This could be made up. This could be the actual story, the top one. And then what's he doing? Oh, more Jungle Beat. All right. Well, that guy's going to beat the jungle to death, I guess. He's going to... I hope this movie, David beats Zootopia. No, I hope it does good, All right, let's check this trailer out.
Come on! There's a light in the distance. And if you listen, you'll hear it calling your name.
David!
Come on, let's go! I'm just a shepherd. But deep down, I know I can take on the world!
There is a darkness over the land. Our enemies will strike once more.
Imagine the biggest warrior you have ever seen.
Okay.
Now imagine somebody ate him.
Oh my.
Remember when I told you God had big plans for you?
You will serve us.
They may have been bigger than even I thought. Would you mind? David, you saved us! No, it's not about me!
Who better to lead us into battle than David?
I never asked for this. Do you really think one stone is enough to defeat my entire army? We have to get our family to safety.
This is all my fault.
The people are divided, David.
I am trying to reunite us.
David will rescue us! David!
I can't do this alone.
I trust my shepherd to look after me.
David!
Where are you going?
To bring our people home.
Celebrate Christmas at the movies. Buy tickets now.
Okay. Okay. What in the world? So that I literally realized what the story was. Isn't it like I'm not well, I don't know that. I think David kills Goliath, right? Is this him killing him off screen? And this is PG? Doesn't he kill him over here? Is that what they showed?
God had big plans for you.
Look at this.
May have been bigger
Look.
than even I thought.
David kills Goliath, right? Whatever the story. Now I know what this is. I thought it was like more on the closer to religion or whatever. You know. Like that. Doesn't he kill? Is that what? What? I gotta read the rating. It said PG. What? Well, okay, so in my other thoughts, okay, so looks really good. Looks like really good. Nice animation and all that. It looks good. I don't know where the songs are gonna fit in. It looks like imagine John Wick, right? And all of a sudden he's gonna talk to them or whatever, and he just starts singing and he does a musical number, and then he ends. Someone shoots at him and interrupts the song or ends it, and he continues back to the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it. So what I'm saying is I don't see a lot of it looks like the song is just gonna be placed there rather than does a song go here or something? It has to be like the character goes to his room, gets mad, closes the door, puts his head in the pillow, and then imagines something, or or sings to himself, or whatever, right? I don't know, you know what I mean? Like an excuse for it. Like High School Musical. They just, I don't know. They literally just sort of start. They just go right into it, I guess. Well, I don't know what to say about this movie. Does it need to be a musical? That's the thing. Why don't they make a non-musical version and a musical? Because I'd probably see this. I like animated stuff. But I don't know. Sometimes, and then that's the thing. Is it religious lyrics? Is it kiddie lyrics? It can't be dirty lyrics. It can't be yeah. It can't be like an adult. It's PG. No, it has to be kind of kiddie. Whatever. It has to be 2 reviews. Okay. And it's averaging the 7.8. Well, 33 ratings, I guess, is how that works. Wow. Oh, 1 out of 10. Great for Bible thumpers. December 16. That's 2 days ago. So, great for Bible thumpers. Great if you want to brainwash your kids. Uh-oh. Funny doesn't include any of the horrible stuff you read in the Bible. Great for cherry pickers. If you love science, you're going to hate this movie. I would not recommend if you are a smart, logical thinker. But if you're a brainwashed religious person, then this is right up your alley, I guess. Loved a movie, beautiful take. Okay. Oh, loved a moving, beautiful take. Our family absolutely loved this movie. It was beautiful and breathtaking. The second one is loved a moving, beautiful take. Our family absolutely loved this movie. It was beautiful and breathtaking. It was so moving, and while biblically sound, they also used beautiful imagery and wonderfully written songs to flesh out a really tangible version of David. I had tears in my eyes multiple times, and we left so inspired. We will definitely own this and rewatch many times, I'm sure. That's cool, but guess what? I bet you they're gonna do what they did with Dust Bunny and sweep it under the rug, because the theaters aren't going to waste a theater on this. I bet you they've already pulled it. Watch. I bet you, because they're losing room on money on Avatar. If they could squeeze Avatar in place of wherever this theater, whatever one this is in, they're going to do it. This is going to get 10 people in. If they leave this is going to get 10 people in tomorrow, and then the first showing will get like 10 people. And then the 7 or 8 o'clock one will get like 5 people. And then after that, they're going to pull it. They're going to let those people see it. They're not going to ruin their fun to get, so there are, because this has to kind of exist in a way. It has to be a few reviews. I mean, 2, literally 2. But yeah, and they're going to pull it. They're going to pull this movie for sure. They're not going to leave it in the theater. Here's the show, I guess. I mean, I got 7.3. A Figly Christmas. What is that? And yeah, interesting. Action, violence, and some scary images. I have to read that. Are they going to say, I would laugh. No gore, minimal violence. What? Specifically that. Armies are shown, but almost no actual battles. David fights Goliath. And does what? They don't mention that. That's funny. If this is religious, whatever, then it's not going to be shown all over the world. No gore. David stabs Goliath, shanks him in the back with a broken bottle, and rips his spleen out. And that's it. For a scene of murder. Or something. That would be hilarious. For a scene of backstabbing. Literally. Whatever. Or, I don't know. That's funny. So why doesn't it say at least death off camera? An off-camera death. Let's see if there's a budget for it. I say 50 million maybe. He has that Young David TV money. That's it? Nothing? Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to say, I didn't see it, right? It's not here. Yeah. I'm going to say 20 million, and it's going to make 2 million. Watch. This movie will make 2 million, and they're going to pull it. And then Monday, it won't even be there. Just like Dust Bunny. Okay, moving on to The Housemaid with this Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried. It's so random. Like, what? It's pretty random, I think. Like, she's the jeans person, right? That is so funny. How random. Psychological thriller, drama thriller. A struggling woman is happy to start over as a housemaid for an affluent elite couple. 5.6 out of 10. Jesus. Directed by Paul Feig, Rebecca Sonnenschein, and then Frida McFadden, Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, and Brandon Sklenar. Isn't he the guy who was in Talks to Be Batman or something? Paul Feig? Let's see what else has he done. Oh, wow. Jeez. Well, that's a fancy man. Fancy Man. He's a American film director and writer. Freaks and Geeks. He did and directed Bridesmaids, The Heat, Spy, and A Simple Favor. Bridesmaids was pretty funny, I guess. The Heat, pretty funny, and Spy wasn't. I think it's that one with that's so funny with McCarthy and then what's his name? And the guy dies and she has to like fill in or something. That is hilarious. And A Simple Favor. I don't think I saw that one. He is known for directing films starring frequent Mr. McCarthy. Directed the highly controversial 2016 reboot of Ghostbusters? Highly controversial? What does that mean? I didn't hear that. Controversial. Because they brought back people or something. What in the world? Let's see what else he's done. Wow, Freaks and Geeks. I never saw it. 8.8. No, wow, okay. Well, those movies are pretty entertaining. Spy, yes. Oh my god, that's hilarious. 7 stars, not bad. The Housemaid, Jackpot, Mings, Upside Down, Flatch. Help me understand. Auntie or Auntie. The School for Good and Evil, The Hostage, Ebony 8. Ebony 8. Roommates. These are series. Wow. We've got a lot of experience. The Slaughter Brothers Dime Circus. And Spy 2. Wow. 24/7 Drop Off and Q Talks. Okay, I don't know what those are. Oh, 2 TV series. Wow. Spy 2. Development unknown producer. Oh, that might not even happen. They should. You think that Spy movie needs a sequel, though? Interesting. Well, that's interesting. That I bet you. Why Sydney Sweeney? How random. Isn't she in the controversial jeans thing that everybody made a big deal about? Whatever. That's probably why they're not going to see this. Psychological thriller, drama, thriller. I don't know if I read that already, but okay, let's watch this trailer and see what it's about.
Would you like to see what you're getting yourself into? Sure. I'm dying to see it. It's like fucked up.
It's a crazy story, actually.
Yeah, I agree. I want to watch. Guilty as charged.
Let me know how it ends.
Well, that was not a bad trailer, actually. That didn't give me any. I don't know. It looked like a lot of stuff is going to happen. I don't think I saw anything. I don't know if it's going to be a ghost story. Is it going to be like what's the one with her that just came out? The Die My Love, because that one I thought of the ghost one. I think it's like post mortem, whatever, with after you have a kid. But that's not a bad trailer, right? That was pretty good. 1 minute and 10 seconds? Not bad. What it seems... Can you keep a secret? Drama thriller. Rated R, right? Yeah. 2 hours and 11 minutes. Wow. You know what? I bet you this one is going to be like a hidden movie. We got to read how many reviews. 5.6. That means it might not be amazing. That looked kind of cool, right? As well as the trailer being very ominous. Very like, I don't know, you know what I mean? That was pretty cool, actually. Sydney Sweeney. Well, who wasn't she just in the boxing one that I don't think did well, unfortunately? What's it called? I think it was someone else, actually. Housemaid Christie. Yeah, she was in Christie. 6.2. The Smashing Machine. I love The Smashing Machine. I was going to watch Christie just to see how it does for a different one of those. Madam Web. Oh no, Julia Cornwall. I didn't see that one. God, I heard that movie is bad. Unfortunately. Echo Valley, Eden. Gosh, she's got a lot of movies though. Wow. Oh yeah, Euphoria. Robot Chicken. That's hilarious. The White Lotus. 2021. Yeah, wow. Oh, that's why lately she's... Oh, well, let's check up her upcoming. Yeah, lately she's been on a run. Sydney Sweeney's going ham. Devil Wears Prada 2. Oh, wow. Euphoria. 8 episodes. Oh, it's released right now? Huh. Maybe they released like 2 of them. I don't know. Oh, it's probably going to go into January maybe. Untitled live action Gundam movie? What? Split fiction, scandalous. And then I pretended to be a missing girl? Oh my god. Interesting. Isn't... Yeah. Okay. This is really funny. Yeah, this guy might be Batman. Holy crap. This guy might be Batman? Really? Holy. This guy might be Batman. Possibly. Wow. So we'll read some comments for this movie. Okay, here's some comments, 6 reviews. 10 out of 10. A perfect adaptation to the book. This movie is perfect in many ways. Oh, that's... Wow. It's based off a book. The Running Man is based off a book. And the Naked Mile. No. The Long Walk. The Long Walk is based off a book. And they changed the ending. And they shouldn't have done that. The Coen brothers famously have a quote saying, I hold the book up while Ethan types it into the computer. So, sometimes you gotta it's experiment, but if something works, just don't change it, That's that. 10 out of 10, a perfect adaptation of the book. Let's see, it can be very suspenseful, very bloody, and overall just a great thriller. Amanda's performance should give her an Oscar. Sydney's performance as Millie wasn't the greatest, but she still deserves some recognition. I would give this movie an extra 5 points for how Amanda's was, but I can't give it a 15. Very interesting. Wow. Next one is 6 out of 10. Twisty Fun. Greetings again from the darkness. Director Paul Feige hit it big with the outrageous comedy Bridesmaids in 2011. And then he got a lot more interesting as a filmmaker by directing screen adaptations of Darcy Bell novels that were so popular with book clubs. A Simple Favor. Oh, another Simple Favor. Okay, yeah. It's funny. A lot of favors. There's no need to mess with a good thing, right? This time he's directing another book club favorite, Frida McFadden's 2022 novel, adapted for the screen by Rebecca Sonnenschein. The movie subjects 3 gorgeous actors to some off the chart twisted and devious turns. Sydney Sweeney stars as Millie, a young parolee who we see arrive at a stunning mansion, fabricated resume in hand, to interview for a live-in housemaid position. Amanda Seyfried is Nina, the lady of the house, and she has prepared a lovely charcuterie board for the interview before taking Millie on a tour of the place, including the attic room where Millie will be living as she cleans the house, does some light cooking, and sometimes cares for ice-cold young daughter, Cece, Indiana Ellie, I don't know who she is. Millie sleeps in her car until the phone rings with Nina's job offer. Now Nina was the Dreamboat Perfect host and potential employee during the first meeting, but upon Millie's arrival, her temperament has shifted. Full-bore psychotic mood shifts, replete with throwing dishes, screaming, and false accusations. Of course, Millie must take the abuse and uncertainty or face serving out the rest of her prison sentence. Oh, wow. The details come out much later in the film. Still, Millie might just crack if not for the calm, supportive nature of Nina's rich male model type husband, Andrew, played by Brandon Sklenar. Interesting. This sounds kind of spoilery, though. Common sense would tell you that the crazy wife versus the desperate housemaid would be enough for a wild story, but how wrong you would be. Things get crazier from here, and if you've learned one thing sitting through bizarre movies, it's that the best way to execute a preposterous and outlandish storyline is to play it straight. And that's what we get here. Of course, many of the twists and turns are easy to predict. Oh, but that doesn't cut down on the demented fun, even though it jumps the shark a bit. Interesting. It's a fun, wild ride despite the gaps and the unfortunate lack of substance for supporting characters like Elizabeth Perkins as Andrew's mother and Michael Morone as Enzo, the groundskeeper. More from either character would have been welcome, although the real star here is Amanda Seyfried, who shows incredible range and never once backs away from the psycho side. I haven't read the book, but for those who have, this film version is more spicy than erotic, save for one hotel scene, and it easily qualifies as a guilty pleasure, especially for those book clubs out there. Opens in theaters beginning December 19th. 9 out of 10, almost perfect adaptation of the book. Wow. Not bad, good adaptation of a book. 9 out of 10. Wow, really? 8 out of 10? What a twist. Wow, really? Those are all good reviews. Wow. Really? And it has a low rating. But that gives me kind of some hope. Maybe it's a hidden gem in a way. And I feel like the movie theaters, yes, they need to make their money, and now they're more desperate and more strict, but there needs to be a variety of film. You know, if maybe for some reason, or, you know, for some situation, you know, your two older parents and the two kids want to go to the movie theaters and they see two separate movies. And the parents can pick something they want, which could be this maybe, not a kiddie movie, you know, maybe, you know what I mean? So, or whatever. So there's some range, you know? And yeah, then they talk back on the way home. How was your movie? It was pretty cool. But these movies, like this, it looks interesting. So Brandon Sklenar, that might be Batman. Wow, Bruce Wayne. Interesting. But yeah, this movie looks interesting for sure. Oh, look, topless nudity, male nudity. Uh-oh. Strong body, violent content, sexual assault. Sexual content, nudity, and language. Oh, someone's getting raped. Wow. Interesting. That's... maybe that's why... I don't know. Maybe it's not a bad rape. Maybe it's like... maybe it's, you know, it's a good rape. I don't know if you can say that. Could be good rape, maybe. It's not a... They should write that. For a non-frightening rape. Or, you know... I don't know. That's sexual assault. Jesus. I don't know. That's strong, bloody, violent content, though. Someone's getting beat up and raped. And there's just general sex in the movie, too. There's sex against people's wills, and then there's just regular consensual sex. Okay. Interesting. That's good to know. And then some nudity. Why not? And a little bit of language. All right. Well, all right, based off of that, I don't know. I think this movie, kind of a long runtime, though. Yeah, kind of a long runtime. So I say this movie, no budget. I say $50 million budget, maybe 80. And it's going to make $60 million probably. And it will probably come in third or fourth place. Most likely. Yeah, third or fourth place, maybe fifth. Okay, now we get to the last film, the fourth film, the SpongeBob movie, Search for SquarePants. An hour and a half. You could almost go see this and Avatar. You know what I mean? Well, no, Avatar's 3. You're going to be like for 5 hours. Just see Avatar. You're going to be there for 4 hours, 3.5 hours at least. Do they do after credits scenes? You're going to be there for 3.5 hours. Then you're going to be in the arcade part in the lobby for 30 more minutes. You're going to be there for 4 hours. General people are going to be at the movies tomorrow for 4 hours. Jeez. And then in the area for 5, if you're going to eat, probably. You're going to have a day tomorrow. I wonder if people are taking tomorrow off. Probably. Calling off tomorrow. Calling sick. An hour and 36 minutes. PG. Okay. Computer animation. Sea adventure. Swashbuckler. How is that? How is that a description for a movie? And what kind of movie is it? Oh, it's a swashbuckler. Okay. Oh, well, I know. Oh, that's good. SpongeBob's journey to the ocean's depths to face the Flying Dutchman's ghost. Encountering challenges and uncovering marine mysteries. Flying Dutchman, is that a sandwich? I bet you there's going to be a sandwich joke in there. 5.8? Oh, no. That's not good. And it's an hour and a half, kind of. It's a quick watch. That's good. Look at, PG. Oh my God. Got little butt cheeks. You see that? Derek Dryman, Matt Lieberman, and Mark Ceccarelli, starring Tom Kenny. Isn't that the actual voice actor? Roger Bumpass. Oh, Clancy Brown. Oh, Mr. Bumpass. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, he's the guy, Tom Kenny. Clancy Brown. Mr. Krabs. Nice. I'm not familiar with this. He might be the original guy. I'm not sure. I know him, though. He plays a lot of characters. Bill Fagerback as Patrick Starr. And Roger Bumpass. There you go. Squidward. Funny name. Wow. George Lopez. Ice Spice. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. Red Bar has the funniest impression. The video, if you search it, there's a video of him doing an imitation of her and parodying her song and stuff. Her song. Oh my God. Mark Hamill. What? Regina Hall. These are big people. Arturo Castro. What was he just in? I literally just saw him. I'm thinking. No, not The Running Man. I just watched, not Tron, the other one. That's so wild. SHOUTOUT. That's a lot of people. Who else? Can you believe this? What is... Mark Hamill is going to do some voice work as the Flying Dutchman. Do people not know this? Regina Hall? Do they not need to do marketing or promo and stuff? And literally relying on the fact that it's a SpongeBob movie, we have an audience, and when you show up, you're going to watch the movie and you're going to hear some surprise guest voices. Mark Hamill, Regina Hall from Scary Movie. She has a specific voice. And if he's going to do the Joker, or, you know what I mean? Or like the Trickster, or like, you know, one of those voices, but you're going to hear Mark Hamill in there. Like even the General from The Long Walk. There was like a deeper Mark Hamill, but you could hear Mark Hamill in it. Ice Spice? What in the world? Ticket Taker. Oh, so she's got like a line or something. Her manager really helped her out, or somebody helped her out. Mr. Lawrence. Caroline Lawrence. George Lopez. J.K. Fishlips. That's funny. And Ice Spice. Well, good for her. That's cool. She can do voice work because she's a rapper. So that's awesome for her. I wonder what else she's going to be doing. I'm just going to check her thing out real quick. Let's see. And then we'll watch the trailer. Let's see. What else is she going to do? Actress. 25 Things. Just this movie. A lot of music. Highest to Lowest. Wow. That's a movie. On Apple TV, right? Well, and in all her music videos. Cool. Well, maybe she's found like a secret thing. Voice work or something. Good for her, I guess. I mean, that's pretty awesome, you know? Okay, let's watch this trailer really quick. And let's see what this is going to be about. 2.5 minutes.
One sailor fell under a wicked curse. The only way to lift this curse is to find the world's most innocent soul.
I'm ready.
They got.
Squidward! Wanna hear my big news?
Let me go mark some time on my calendar.
Today's the day!
It is? Well, that's weird.
The hero's journey starts with one squish. What? The Flying Dutchman? The most pants-wettingly scariest ghost to ever roam the high seas? My lucky brick. Permission to come aboard, sir!
Me too?
Only if you put on some pants.
Oh my. Oh my.
You to the underworld.
Are you sure he's the one?
He's the key to unlocking my curse.
What are we laughing about?
SpongeBob's in danger. We gotta go save him.
Not bad.
The entrance to the underworld is in the most horrible place imaginable.
Bikini Bottom High.
Ew, nice ride.
Losers.
Don't make me call security.
Ice Spice.
I thought you were a big guy.
I am! I mean...
I am.
You dropped your lucky brick.
I don't have a lucky brick.
Dodge! I know I can do this. My intestines! Peekaboo!
Hair doo doo!
What is happening?
The SpongeBob movie.
Oh my.
For SquarePants. See it in 3D.
SpongeBob, big guy, pants.
What in the world? What is... Oh, featuring a big guy by Ice Spice. What is going on? That's Mark Hamill. And this was Ice Spice.
Place imaginable.
Right here, ready?
Bikini Bottom High.
Ew, nice ride.
Losers.
Ready?
Don't make me.
You must be this tall to enter Big Guy Ride. 36 clams tall? What? Ice Spice, and it looks just like her. What in the... Okay, this is a hard PG. Like, those are some intense jokes. Jeez. Funny. That's hilarious. This is going to be so funny, I think, in the movie theater. This is going to be hilarious. 5.8. Maybe they burnt it out. Maybe it hasn't been good. What else? Let's check some previous SpongeBob film and see how much that made. TV series. Search for SquarePants. Oh wait, is this? Oh, this is current. Also this, and then let's see. Plankton the movie was the last. No. Oh yeah, that was this year. I didn't watch that one. Plankton the movie. 5.3. And that's like a spin-off. See, that's a Madagascar Penguins situation, which I thought that movie was funny, but it's one of those. Or the Minions. Illumination is going all in on the Minions, like burning it out, essentially. Same with this. Possibly this is suffering from burnout. Maybe it's just like, oh my God, more SpongeBob. It looks funny though. I laughed. That looks hilarious. Now, what could the story be though? You know what I mean? What new twist can you do or character arc can you give them that hasn't been done in the show, right? Usually a show covers every like possible story that would be logical for the character in a way. Some things, you know, like DC or Marvel has comics that it can be based off of. It can go forever, kind of, sort of, and can always like, you know, recycle, you know, storylines. But this, it's like, what else can you add to this? You know, SpongeBob learns another lesson. Like, hasn't he learned all the lessons? He should be old and wise. He should never do something stupid ever again. You know what I mean? It's kind of takes the believability or the realism away when you're like, this guy is he never going to learn? But that's with all the characters, you know. Let's check some reviews out. 13 reviews. 8 out of 10. More funny than I expected. Yeah, it looked pretty hilarious. It's my first SpongeBob movie? Oh. That's why you think it's hilarious. This guy's going to watch Plankton and be like, what? And he's going to watch the show and he's going to be like, what? That's pretty hilarious. All reviews are 10 out of 10. What? Our Joe Public really that gullible? Really, guys? Enjoy as I will. What? The SpongeBob movie is first SquarePants? Spoilers. What? This can't be real. I'm obsessed with the new SpongeBob movie. What is going on? These are fake. SpongeBob's greatest adventure yet. There's no way these are real. What is going on? They're like review botting. Not view botting, review botting. There's no way. One of these has to be real. October 26? Wait, when was the new one? Are any of these recent? December 17. Yesterday. 17 yesterday. 5. December 5th. So then, how is this possible? So this was summer on streaming and now they put it in theaters. Maybe that's what's going on. So wow, this is weird. I don't know what to believe. Well, you know, whatever you think then. Let's see if look at all of these. Oh yeah, well, that was the classic one in 2000 and whatever. And that one didn't even do well. Kinda, sorta. 6 stars? Really? The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Is that? I thought this was the one. Where's the one with David Hasselhoff? Isn't it that one? And then the show has an 8. Wow. Really? The show is... See what I'm saying? What else can you do? You know what I mean? You could... They should reset it. Maybe that's what they should do. They should reset SpongeBob. They should do something where like Earth gets taken over by aliens and dries all the water and SpongeBob, the whole city is all gone. And decades go by. And then somehow they mutate or something and the water comes back. And then the new show begins. You know, like he gets rehydrated or something. I don't know. Rated PG for rude humor, action, and some scary images. And one of it specifically says, you see Patrick's butt cheeks. They didn't need to draw that. Maybe because it's funny. Maybe. Let's see if there's a budget. I'm going to say 50 million. They have, I bet you, unlimited money. No way. 900? I'm going to screenshot that. $957? Okay, I've never seen this before. This $957? That's like 20 tickets. Worldwide? Dude, what? An hour and a half. Okay, they're gonna pull this movie. They're gonna pull this movie out of the theater. Wow, it looks kind of cool too. That looks real, actually, now that I'm watching it. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do my quick guesses after seeing all the trailers at this point. Avatar, Fire and Ash. I'm gonna say 200 million, maybe 300 by Monday. It looks cool, I guess. David, I don't know. I think the musical part's gonna ruin it. It's gonna flop. Avatar will pop, of course. David will flop. The Housemaid, maybe it's a secret gem. I'm not sure. It's probably gonna ultimately flop. The SpongeBob movie, Switch for SquarePants, that's 900. What is that? That's almost $1,000. $900 is made. They're gonna pull that for sure. So, all except for Avatar. One movie is gonna do good, and yeah, that's really interesting. So those are my guesses for that, and then my guesses for how they're gonna do. This is current now at the box office. Zootopia 2 is still holding first place with $258 million, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is now in second, $95 million, and Wicked for good. It was not good. It's good enough. That's so funny. Then whatever. Wow, look at all the movies. Look where they went. And they're all out of the theater. These are out, right? I think. Dust Bunny. It's back. It did make some money. 241,000. Oh, yeah, that's what I did see. Yeah, they pulled it, though. That's, oh my God. Kill Bill. The hardcore Tarantino fans, I hope they enjoyed that one and saw it at the theater. Take the chance to see that movie at the theater. And then it's going to, like, the kids aren't going to see it, you know? You're going to get the people who are going to sit there not on their phones watching it, probably. Sarah's Oil. That was a good movie. Begonia, that was a good movie. Look at where they all went to. The movies that are coming up, I don't think Avatar is going to hold first place all through January. Zootopia might knock it out of first. It's going to be in second and third. The other movies that I just saw, whatever, they're going to probably come in third and fourth. So yeah, that's really interesting. Those are all the movies that are coming out tomorrow. Comment down below about how much you think they're going to make and which one is going to do the best. How much do you think Avatar is going to make? It's obviously going to make a lot. And then what do you think the other movies are going to do? Which ones do you think they're going to drop? I think they took Dust Bunny out, and they're going to take David out. They're going to take the SpongeBob movies out for sure. So yeah, comment down below about what you think. And then on Monday, we'll see which movies popped or flopped.